Hi, Stephen from Owner Disown, and today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the Gigabyte Sabre 17. It has a GTX 1050 Ti graphics card in it. Now I have reviewed the Dell Inspiron 15 7000 Gaming, which you haven't seen that video, click up here. Now that, of course, that's a 15-inch, but that GPU is available, of course, in 17-inch laptops, and some may prefer that form factor. Now, it's not alone in this space, of course. You also have the Asus GL753, and that retails for about $1,200. You have the HP Omen 17, that's a little bit more expensive at $1,400. You also have the MSI GP72 Leopard, and that's around about $1,250. Now that only has a 2 gigabyte 1050 Ti, whilst this one has a 4 gigabyte, and this retails for around about $1,300. So it's, it's in the middle of the pack, as it were. Now it has a IPS panel, wide viewing angles, full HD. I suspect that there's going to be 60 Hz. It's got 2 RAMs of 8 gigabytes, so 16 gigabytes of DDR4, 2400 megahertz RAM, a 256 gigabyte SSD, and I understand it is PCI Express, so it should be pretty fast. And that's coupled with a 1 terabyte 7200 RPM hard drive. So storage-wise, you could max it up to around about 3 terabytes. And keyboard-wise, it's got RGB backlighting, about 16.8 million colors, I understand, and of course it can all be configured within software. And it has a smaller battery, though. It says it's a 47 watt-hour battery, but it should have Optimus, so that should balance things out somewhat there. So let's take a look in the box. All right. So we'll start off with what's in this box here. Look at that now. We have a battery. It's not often you see a battery that is removable these days. So that is fantastic. So yeah, put it in. That's great. And then we have the power supply, 120 watt power supply, and it's fairly thin, which is nice. And then we've got the driver utility CD and a user manual and warranty information. As usual, we've got these fabric black bags they go in, which everyone's using these days. There you have it. Now, first impressions, it does look, and it feels also a little bit like a Clevo chassis, I must admit. Not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, use my Sabre NP9873, I think it's fantastic. It's pretty hard plastic for sure. And flip it around the bottom. You can see some nice big air vents there, and in fact, if you can't see it on the camera, but you can see the copper heat pipes quite clearly. And of course, the slot where the battery goes in. So let's shove that in. Like that. Perfect. And there's a sticker there saying it comes with a 2-year warranty, which is nice. Nice big rubber feet. So let's open it up and see what it's like inside. Nice and clean look. I do like that. And plastic touchpad with separate mouse buttons. I find that's fine, and it feels nice and smooth. There's not much going on here. Of course, you've got the usual stickers, which, but still, it's all right. Nice big power button here on the top right-hand side. And you've got some grills here, which I suspect these up at the top here may well actually be the speakers. So we'll test that out. But looking at the keyboard layout, again, it does remind me of my Sabre to some degree. So let's take a look at its weight, its dimensions, and its ports. There you go, about 6.3 pounds, about 42 centimeters long. That's just about 16.5 inches, about 11 inches wide. That's about 28 centimeters, and about 1.25 inches or 3 centimeters. On the right hand side, headphone, microphone, a USB 2 port, which seems strange, USB 3 port, some ventilation. That's not ventilation, it's blocked off, look, it's blocked off. Some more ventilation here. Kensington lock, power port, Ethernet, 2 mini display ports. One goes from the Intel GPU, the other one goes from the NVIDIA GPU. HDMI port, USB 3.1 Type-C and a USB 3 port here, and a 6-in-1 memory card reader. So here you can see the difference in size between the an MSI GT73VR and the Gigabyte Sabre 17. So a definite thickness there. But of course, this is a much more powerful beast than this one. But certainly, it's not too bad at all. Right, so I think it looks pretty sweet, I must admit. I do like that it's not superimposing. You do have the Gigabyte logo on here, and I don't think that lights up. So, you certainly fit well in a coffee shop or, in a business setting. I think it does look very nice. So put in the description below a type of test you'd like me to do. I'm going to be comparing it against the Dell Inspiron 15 7000 gaming, of course. And I'm going to try and do a little bit of VR on it too, as well as my usual game benchmarks, CPU benchmarks, and see how hot it gets. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.